Hello friends, welcome to the Java online course, and now we are introducing with the new video of file IO streams. Basically streams is very deep concept in Java programming language, but in this video we are going to see only file handling operation using Java and input output streams as well as the reader writer classes also. Okay, so what exactly the file means? Files are the primary source of source and destination for data within many Java programs. Although there are some strict restrictions on their use within applet for security reasons, files are still central resource for storing constant and shared information. A directory in Java is treated simply as a file with one additional property inside it, that is hold the collection of different kind of files inside it. Okay, so whatever operations we have seen till, all these operations are controlled by a single program. The data processed, data read is not stored permanently anywhere in the program or anywhere inside any file in the computer. So I need to store the data permanently on the system, or I need to use the data from the permanent source of the system. Then what to do? Let's see this diagram. By different ways you read the data in a program, by different ways you process the data and generate the result out of the program. So these are the input sources. Like keyboard, we enter the data; by mouse we enter the data; by memory, RAM, you enter the data. From network we can read the data, from disk file also you can read the data. Okay, now here in this every source is having different mechanism to work with Java program. Generally we use keyboard. Whatever we have seen, from keyboard you are entering a data. From entering a mouse, we require to have a GUI based programming. Graphical user interface will enter the data from the mouse. Memory, directly automated programs can read the data from the memory. Network, we need to create a network based application protocols to read the data from the network. And now in this particular presentation we are going to see the disk file as input. This will read the data from a file and process the data with another disk file. Okay, you can check this out. Now out of all, only keyboard and mouse are core input devices, and here console and printer are the core output devices. Okay, remaining other are same. So we are now going to see it reading a file in Java program and processing a result and generating a file from that Java program, or we can display it directly on the console also. So every flow of the program requires input and output. So our input and output now we are going to change. This will be the data file. So input will be data file, output will also can be a data file here. Okay, so this is the way by which we can store the data permanently. Most of the time we can refer the DBMS software. So in the last video of this particular course, we are going to see how to handle the database management system in Java programming language. So with the help of that DBMS operations, we are going to see how to store data permanently, how to make data in more structured way in your Java program. But for this particular video, now today we are going to see only basic file handling operation, which is supported by almost all kind of the programming languages in the world. Okay, so let's introduce the Java streams. Java stream classes, they are defined into java.io package. Streams, like stream is sequence. The sequence of data is called as a stream. So there are two kind of strings available in Java: byte streams and second is character streams. Byte stream read the data byte by byte. Character stream read the data character by character. Byte streams are having 8 byte of data is read through a stream orientation, and character requires 16 bit of information. The single character data requires 16 bits of information inside it. Okay, now byte stream are of two categories: input stream and output stream, and character streams are also of two categories, that is reader and writer. So as their name suggests, their meaning of it, they are used to read or input, or they are used to write or output the data from input and output devices. Okay, that's what these classes are required. So many classes are there inside it. We will be focusing on the file operations only. Now let's see two streams we have: input stream and output stream classes. Similar to that, reader writer classes are also present. Input stream is the top level class in the input stream classes. Above that directly we are having the object class, and in output stream also is a top level class in all output stream classes, and above what I am having the object class here. Okay, so here we have file input stream: piped input, byte array, sequence input, object input, string buffer input, filter input. Again in filter input we have buffered input, pushback input, data input. Okay, like these different ways are there by which we can read the data into a computer Java program, and these are the different ways by which you put the data with the help of streams through a Java program. So we'll be focusing on here file input and file output. Okay, so which are used to read the data from the files, which are used to write the data inside the file. Okay, and file reader and writer, where the data is performed in the form of a character by character, that also we are going to see. So total 4 classes, 5 classes. One more class we are going to have, that is what we call as file class. Okay, now let's see 5 different programs I'll be showing over here to perform the operations of file input and output operations. Okay, so let's see first of all the file class. So the file class is a specialized class from the IO package used to perform the operations onto the file. See, so from the java.io I have read this particular file class, which is used to abstract the properties of a file. Different kind of properties, like I want to find length of this file, I want to find whether the file is hidden or read only, or I want to get a path of it, how many characters are it present. All these things I can extract with the help of a file object. So before that, before performing any file operations, we need to make sure that I am having a file with me. So I'll go to my folder in my package folder. So this is my NetBeans project. Okay, in NetBeans project I have created my package or my project file here. This is files is my original folder, and inside this folder of my project I have created a file called as data.txt. You can also create it. Just go to your NetBeans project, and inside that what project you have created. Currently my project name is files here. This one is a files is the project, and inside these files, okay, inside these particular files I have created data.txt. This is my current working directory, and in data.txt you just can open it and see this is the message that I have stored inside this data.txt file. So now in this particular program, in this particular video, all the programs I will be performing with this particular file data.txt, which I have saved in my NetBeans project folder for this particular application. Okay, so now I have to read it. So this is in current working directory, so I'll write only the name of this particular file. So first of all, if you want to perform any operation with this file, so you need to create object of this file like this. File f is equal to new file data.txt. So data.txt is the name of the file for which you are going to create the object of it. Okay, so object is created, and now once the object is created, with the help of the methods of the file class, we can see the properties of this particular file. So what are that particular methods are? The first method is that is it a file or not, is file. Will print true or false. Basically it's a file, that's why we print true, and if it is not present it will show false. Now get name, what's the name of it, what's the length of it, length, how many characters that the file is present, that will be written by using length. Then get path, what's the path of this file, full path. And get parent means it will show only directory in which this file is stored. So in future, in many programs we may require this particular path, so that path we can extract with the help of a get parent method. And one more called as is hidden. With the help of is hidden method, we can identify that whether the file is hidden or not. So that identification can be done with the help of the hidden. So these some methods are available with the file class that we can make use of. If I write f dot, just can see many methods are present. Can we write, is it writable, readable, we can compare, we can delete. Okay, we can check it existing or not. You can see get free space, parent, many different methods are present. So this method we can directly use in your program. Out of that, few of the methods I have shown over here. Okay, so that's output I'll be showing now. Check it out. File is true, name is data.txt, size is 128 bytes. Then data.txt is a path of it, means current working date is present. Parent file is not present, hidden is false. Okay, so you see one more thing, just make sure that I'll copy this file from here. Okay, from here, and I'll paste it in my home directory. So go to home, and here I'll paste it. Okay, means this is my one of the directory in my Linux operating system. In your, if you are using Windows, so you just specify your whole path here. I know the path where I have saved this home/Mithu/. Okay, so this is my whole path, my Linux operating system. In Windows, you have to identify from your C drive, D drive, whatever path is present, just copy it and paste it there, the whole path of it. Make sure that in Windows your slash is different, so you have to give double slash there. Here I am having this slash, which is not escape sequence slash. Windows we contain escape sequence slash, so you have to give double slash. This was inverse slash there, so you have to give double inverse slashes in Windows, okay, when you provide a path. And if I run this code now, you can check it out. Now path is given, file name is different, path is different, and parent is different, hidden is false. So this is how we can find the, what we can extract the properties of the file with the help of a class called as file. This is very useful when you perform the file operations in future, to write the data, to read the data. Okay, so any specifications of the file can be extracted with the help of this object of the file class. Okay, now let's go. Now we'll go for performing some simple operations of input and output. Input is to read the file, output is to write the file. Now same read and write are possible there. So in order to read, so let's see how to read this particular file. Okay, so here I am importing two different classes from IO package, io.inputStream and io.fileInputStream. So InputStream is a super class of file input stream from Java's API hierarchy. Okay, and now inside the main I am creating the object of a file input stream for the respective file. This name should be given here, which is present in current working directory of your project, and it's a reference variable of the super class. That's concept you already seen. Input stream f is equal to new file input stream data.txt. Okay, now let's make use of the methods from the input stream object, which are that f.available. So what's the size of the respective file you can identify with the help of available method. So currently I have opened this file in the reading mode. In file input stream is you are going to read the data from this particular file. So the method which now I can be using, I will be using along with this object related to the reading operation on the file. So f.available, available, and the size will be extracted. I'll be printing that size on the screen. So available will read how many bytes are now available to read. Okay, that's what the meaning of it. Now I want to read the data, so I'll be making use of f.read method. A read method return the data in the form of a number. Though it's a character, it's stored in the form of a number. I want to print that in the form of a character, so I'll be making use of the typecasting here. So printing that number into character format, print the ASCII value of it. That's why I'm converting that in the form of character, and then I'm printing it on the screen. So I'm printing first half only. What's that? First half. How? So from I is equal to 0, I is less than size divided by 2, means out of 128, only 64 times this for loop will get executed, I plus plus, and then read it, read, print, read, print, read, print. In this way, for 64 number of times, character by character will be read, and that will be printed on the screen. Okay, this is how this for loop will do. And once the file 50% completed, then I am going to use the available method to check how much bytes, how much characters are now available to read. Okay, that's will be shown over here. Maybe after 64 are present there, and that will be printed. And after that, I am going to read the second half of this particular file by using the similar method, int I is equal to 0 less than size. Now here size is replaced with 64. Okay, and then I'll check the size, and then read, print, and automatically when the number of characters inside the file are completed, this for loop will get ended, because now size will be finished. Okay, and when the task is completed, then we are going to close the file by using the f.close. F is the object, close is the method of the respective file input stream class. So we are reading the data character by character with the help of read method. So this is what we call as file input stream. And reading the content and then printing on the screen. So three methods are used here. First method is available, check the size of the file, remaining size of the file. Second method is read the content character by character, and third method is the closing the content of the file. So if I read this, check it out. So available are 128 bytes. First half is from here to here. Yeah, first half. And then after I printed, now available are 64, and then second half is from here. So it was me to M, and the remaining as here till the 64 are present. That's it. That's how we are going to read the content, and you are printing them on the screen with the help of a file input stream. Okay, so file input stream is reading the data from a file and printing it on the screen. Now inverse to that, we have file output streams. So let's go for the file output. File output is used to store the data permanently inside a disk file. Now, okay, so here how to do this one. So here I am reading file, okay, first output stream, and second is file output streams. So two different classes I have imported from the IO package here, and now I want to write something inside the file. What is that? This one. I would like to learn advanced Java programming also. This is a string I have created and stored inside the variable str. Okay, now I want to write inside the file. So when you write inside the file, there's a method called as write is used to write that content inside the file. But write method requires the data to be in the bytes format, because this is file output stream. So we require the data to be in the byte format. So to convert that data into byte format, I'm using the getBytes method. We have seen this method in the string class. So getBytes method will convert this data into byte format, and I'm creating a buffer or creating an array of bytes. And now after that, I'm opening the file in output mode. That is, with the help of output stream, I'm creating the object of its file. For example, file1.txt. This is the first file I'm creating here. In this file, I'll be writing the contents. How to write the contents? So see this. I is equal to 0, I is less than buffer.length. So whatever number of bytes are there, that number of bytes I'm going to write till length I plus equal to 2, and then write this content inside the particular file. Okay, I'm incrementing I by 2, and then f1.write buffer of I. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till the end of it. I'm writing the content one by one inside the file. So when length is finished, buffer is completed, I'm going to close this particular file. Remember, in this particular case, the content are written, and when the contents are written, then file closing is compulsory, which is not compulsory in reading operation, but writing is compulsory, required the closing operation on the file. Okay, now it's written there, completely done. Now second, one more way I'll show. So this is I'm writing by buffer character by character, that is file1.txt. Second method, I'll open the file 2.txt again in output mode, and here directly I'm writing the whole buffer, f2.write. Yeah, f2.write, and put that content directly inside the file. That's also possible. f2.close, finish. Third case, I'm using file3.txt. okay, so this open and f3.write buffer, and then I'm doing some modification in this buffer. See this, buffer length minus buffer length divided by 4 from there to buffer length divided by 4. So this is what I'm just mentioning, from where to where we have to write the content inside the file. Okay, from this to this. I'll show the modification of this, and at the end I'll be closing the file by using f3.close. Now file will be perfectly closed, and it will be saved permanently on your drive. Okay, this is how we are going to write the content with the help of file output stream by converting the data into bytes format and then store it on the file and then close the file. Okay, so that's how you can do the operations. Okay, operations are finished. I have not printed anything on the screen, that's why I'm not getting any output here, but the files are created. I'll go to my folder, project folder there inside this. Yeah, this is NetBeans project folder. Yeah, this one. Check it. So some different output I am getting, because why? Let's go why the output is this, because I am incrementing this I by 2. So every alternate character is stored inside it. See, I, W, U, D. This is I, then W, then U, then D, then L, like this, increment by 2. That's why it has happened. Okay, in second file the whole contents are written. See this, I would like to learn advanced Java programming also. That's written completely inside the file directly. Yeah, fine. And third case, check the third case. Okay, file3.txt. See this, programming also, from this to this, from this character to another character I'll be storing inside it. I'll just close it and again make the modification in this particular file. So contents are alternatively entered inside this file I plus 2. If I write only I plus plus, okay, I plus plus, and then if I run this, now check the output of file 1, content will be as it is saved. Yeah, this is how we can make use of, but this is written character by character. We will generally use direct method to print the data by this method, and here from here to here, that's why I've given there. So I'm using a formula there, or I use from 5 to 15. Okay, so only from 5th character to 15th character I'll be storing this data inside the file. Okay, file number 3. This is 5 to 15th characters, only that also you can read. So this method, write method, is overwritten. Single byte also I can write, complete array of byte also you can write, again complete array of byte plus from this character to this character also I can write inside the respective file, and then close the file. So once the file are closed, content will be permanently stored inside the file. Now if I save this program, if I open this program tomorrow and I want to read this file, then also it is possible to have the same content that I have saved today. I can get it access tomorrow also. That's what the advantage of the file handling mechanism supported in Java programming language. Okay, this is we can do the operation by the stream oriented classes. Now if you go to character oriented classes, so for character oriented classes we are going to have the reader and writer classes, by which you put the data inside it with the help of character by characters. How to do this? So let's use reader, file reader. Okay, so file reader is to read the file. So in IO we have file reader and file, two classes I imported from there, and now here I am creating the file object first. File f is equal to new file data.txt, which is saved in my current working directory. Now here I am using the first method. If f not exist, it means that file is existing in that location, then only it will return true. If it is not, then I will not get anything. Make sure that this is what exist means. If you are wrongly given the path, spelling mistake is there, some extra characters, less characters are present, or file is deleted, so in that case this exist will return false. Now file is present, so it's returning true. Okay, once returning true, this is method by which we check file is existing or not. Then I am creating the file reader object here, fr, file reader fr is equal to new file reader f. Okay, so this file object I am providing here, I am opening this particular file int.ch. Okay, and now my file loop is very interesting to see here. While ch is equal to fr dot read is not equal to -1, means we are not reaching at the end of the file. Okay, when file is reached at the end, it returns -1. When it returns -1, while loop will become false, and I am reading along with it. So fr dot read this character stored in ch and print that ch character format on the screen. Okay, so character by character, and the reading the content format here, read is written and stored into character format, that is integer format actually, but I am printing in character format by typecasting it to another value. Okay, so that's how we are going to perform the operations of reading the file. So it will read the file, and when the file loop is completed, okay, so when the file is ended, then I'll perform this operation of closing the file here. Here, so remember, this is most important, that -1 is the null character which is present at the end of the file, EOF character, that generally we call end of file character. Okay, that we are going to check for. Okay, if it is not present, then read it, and if when it becomes present, file is ended, and we are going to close this file by using the close method. Yeah, check it out. See, this is the output of this particular program when I am reading the file character by character with the help of a file reader class. Fine. So this is how we are going to read the data with the help of the character reader, or the character operator is called as file reader class. Now just inverse of that, we are having a file writer class which is used to write the content inside the file. Similar operation that we are done with file output stream, I will show with the help of the file writer class also. How to do this? Let's go. Same program, but here the write method requires the data in the character array format, not in the bytes format, because this is a character stream and previous was the byte stream. So we require the data should be present into character array format. So whatever string I got, I am converting this string in the form of the array of characters by using toChar array method. So it will be converted here. I am finding how many number of characters are present there, that's the length of this particular buffer. I have extracted from there, and then after that I am using a file writer object here, so which is imported from the IO package. Here I don't require the file class, I require only file writer class, by which I am opening this particular file, file1.txt. okay, and then for I is equal to 0, I is less than len, I plus equal to 2. So same operation I am doing here by adding every alternate character inside it. Okay, f1.write buffer of I, and every alternate character incremented by 2, so it's added there, only character present at the even position only that I have added, I have written inside the file, and close the file, file1. Same, I can use a buffer f2 dot write. So f2 as its object of file writer, write will take the parameter from character array, and that they are printed, they are written inside the file. And then after that I am closing this particular file by using f2 dot close, like this. Yeah. And in the third case, same method I applied here. So I'll write the character from 5 to 6, 17. Okay, from 5th character to 17th character. So I'll write inside the file and I'll close this particular file. So almost operations are same, but the difference is that output streams, the stream oriented data, store the data in the form of the streams, basically in bytes array, and the reader writer stores the data, retrieves the data in the form of the character arrays. Okay, that's what the difference that we're achieving from there. Operations are completed. Okay, let's go for opening this file. Alternate character I have stored inside it. Yeah, correct. Here whole file contents are I'd like to learn Java programming also. Yeah, and in the third case, file 3, see, from 5 to 17, only these characters are extracted, where we have done it here. Fine. So in this particular way, we are going to perform the operations on the file handling in the Java programming language. Not many classes are present, but for file handling, these 4 classes are very regularly used to store the data permanently on your hard drive. So if you are using Windows, same operations are there, but you have to make sure about the path of the respective file where the file is saved for reading and writing. Your operations are same. Okay, so this is how file handling can be done. That's from my side. If you have any doubts, you can contact us for the same. Thank you. Thanks a lot.